Hello everybody. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome along. If you want to start from the start of the series, look for the link below. That will take you to the playlist and you can start from the beginning. If you're coming back and you've been watching the series avidly, again, thank you very much for your support. Don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. All helps me and it costs you absolutely nothing. On today's episode, we potentially could take or put one foot in the final of the FA Trophy at Wembley at the end of the season, but also we could make another big step towards Football League football next season. Whether I'll be here is another matter. Hello and welcome to episode 27 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark and on today's episode we have for you, as previously mentioned, two games. First up, Ebbsfleet United in the FA Trophy semi-final. First leg, it's two legs in the FA Trophy semi-final. And that is followed by a Vanarama National League game against Eastleigh. With only 6 games left to play in the Vanarama National League, it does mean that the games now are very, very critical. I will show you why, if you weren't watching the last episode, in just a couple of moments. Nothing has really happened since you were last with us, because we did play Bromley and Grimsby in the last episode. A 5-2 win against Bromley and a 2-1 win against Grimsby Town. So that does mean that we've gone 6 unbeaten in the National League. 7 games since we lost to Southend in all games. So that's not too bad a record as it currently stands. And today we can make 2 big steps for the club through to our first final in the series by way of the FA Trophy, if we can beat Ebbsfleet at Ebbsfleet. So last time we played them down there, we beat them 2-0. Russ Greenidge and Hurry Bunn, the scorers on that occasion. A similar result would be very nice today. And then we have a game against Eastleigh, who, when we played them earlier in the season, let's have a look. We drew 1-1 with them at their place. Mind you, it was at their place. Manny Norquette getting the equaliser on that occasion because it looked like we were going to get a loss there, but actually to get us through that game. So that is how things look there. Did say that today's Vanarama National League games could have a big play on what actually happens, whether we get promoted or not. That is true because, as you will remember probably, that we are 11 points clear of Chesterfield, who are in second place. 6 games to play because we play 46 games here in the Vanarama National League, which means that by my calculation, 3 6s are 18. The most that Chesterfield can get is 99 points. We are on 92. So 6 points today to 6 points. Sorry, 6 points. 3 points today will take a big step towards that target of 99, which is where we need to be to basically secure a promotion to the Vanarama, the Football League, or League 2 in the Football League. So we could take one step of both those today, and if Chesterfield lose their game in the Vanarama National League, then that obviously could have an even bigger exploit on it. So Eastleigh's currently 6th, so they're not doing too badly at all. They've won 3 of their last 5, drawn the other 2, so they're not in bad form, but we'll see how we do against them because we've won the last 5 ourselves, which is good form at the moment to be taken into the end of the season. Keeps that gap at the top, which is very nice. We don't want squeaky bum time, do we, as we get towards the end of the season. As you see, ourselves and Chesterfield have guaranteed playoff places. Right, without any more to do, because I don't think there is anything else. There are 2 things to tell you. One is I still haven't signed a new contract. No contracts come in since the last time we tried to negotiate and they weren't having any of it. As I said, it comes to the end of the season. Don't offer me a decent contract, especially if we get promoted. Decent contract and an under-21 team. And if we get promoted, professional, not part-time football, then I can guarantee we will be moving on at the end of the season. So stand by for that one. The other thing is Manny Norquette. Let's just line him up in here. Where are we? Manny Norquette. There he is. He has signed a brand new contract, a extension to his existing contract. He's here with us for another 3 seasons. So soon when we get promoted, he will come up with us. Hopefully he will do his business in the Football League as well. He is with us until June 27, unless we decide to sell him, of course, a product of Manchester United. So he will want to prove himself in the Football League, having been out on loan at Gainsborough, Trinity, and then obviously coming to us on freebie after he was released from Manchester United. The other thing to mention is there have been a number of releases by Football League sides, as they do around about this time. And not all of them come in to start off with, as we know. But we have got a couple. Josh Nichols is a right-sided wing-back, which is one of the areas that we desperately need. So he may be the player that we're looking for. He's come from Arsenal and not played in the Premier League, but he may be a possible for that right-sided defence. And also then we have Harrison Dudazak. He has he come from Arsenal? He's also come from Arsenal. Arsenal getting rid of a lot of their youth players, having a big clear out. So 2 coming in there possibly. Very similar in their abilities, both current and potential. But Harrison could be another midfielder that we would bring in, and we'll keep an eye on. We've got both for 4 weeks, so we'll keep one eye on them and see how they progress over the next 4 weeks. And as to whether we buy them, I think if we do go for them, we will have to make a decision fairly quickly, because both of them will be snapped up, I'm guessing. And it's possible that some of the others that we haven't got may get trawled in on a second wave as we get a bit further down the line. More about that in due course. Let's get on with the episode. It is against Ebbsfleet United at Ebbsfleet down in Kent. Last time we played them, it was a 2-0 win to us. The time before that, when we played them at our place, it was a 6-3 win, scoring 3 goals against us. They are useful. At the bare minimum, a draw coming back, but if we can get a slender lead or a lead coming back from Kent, that would be absolutely splendid and would be a big help, because we are at home in the second leg in the next episode. Right, let's get on with it. And the team that will face Ebbsfleet in this builder base, not it's a builder base, it's ISU FA Trophy. And again, don't know why that's not been fixed. Molden in goal. McAllister is on the left of a defence. Linton is suspended for this one. Greenwich, Williams and Clark are the finishing our back line. Camwa and Mundle in front of them. Smith, Raymond and Moss are attacking midfield, with Norquette up front and on the bench. Gamble, Ayana, Pattison, Bunn and Hardy. And this is how the two teams face off. And as we see, Ebbsfleet are playing with a 4-3-3 formation. Goodwin up front. Bingham and Newby are the wide players. Solanke playing as the defensive midfielder. And Johnny Smith, is it Jack Smith? I'm not sure if he's a Smith that we've had in the side, or he might have been with us for a short while. I can't remember. And I'm not going to look him up, because that's how the FM gods realise that he's a player of interest. And he always invariably scores against you, so let's hope he doesn't do it today. That's the teams then, and this is the semi-final first leg. And first highlight, 5 minutes in, a throw-in for Ebbsfleet. It's well defended. Smith comes away with the ball to Camwa, but Camwa's control is a bit bad, but they've given the ball away. Raymond getting that across to Moss. Looked like the defender was going to get there. Norquette in space as he created 2. He's a funny angle, and Smith tidies up the parried ball, gets his first goal for us. 6 minutes on the clock. It's 1-0. Good opening quarter of an hour. Smith with the corner. Swings it in. It's defended and headed back out. Raymond is there. His first attempt to get the ball back in wasn't good, but he's run into the area and he's been brought down and we have a penalty. Solanke put his leg out. Really wasn't any need for it. Camwell with the penalty. It was a poor penalty. Very tame, very poor. Kenny with a goal kick. As Ebbsfleet look to try and get back into the game. McAllister tidying up. Launches that ball forward, looking for Norquette, who's picked up a yellow card. Raymond through to Smith. Smith's on his second goal. Ooh, just goalkeeper managing to get a hand to that. Throw in on the far side. Clark throws it to Williams. Mundell. Williams to Greenwich. Greenwich launches it forward. Smith trying to get underneath it. Didn't get there. And this one's through. Cut out by Greenwich. Smith. McAllister. McAllister to Greenwich. Greenwich launches it forward again. Norquette. It's headed down to Camwell. Camwell comes forward. He's got Moss outside him. Clark puts it back into space for Moss. Crosses it in. Smith. Second goal. Oh, his second goal for us. His second goal of the season. And he's got 2 in this game and puts us 2 up after 37 minutes. Good goal. And they have a throw in. O'Neill, a long throw taker. Greenwich launches that one again. He's defending very well over there today. Moss inside of Mundell. Mundell to Raymond. Raymond. Smith on a hat-trick. Just a little bit in front of him. Couldn't quite get there. I'm not sure he wasn't offside, actually. Clark. McAllister. McAllister launches one again, looking for Smith. Smith's there. Cross it for Norquette, who whacks it and hits the crossbar, but it's still alive. McAllister. Moss. But it's defended. Mundell. Moss now. Inside Norquette, and it's taken a deflection. It's gone out for a corner. No, it hasn't. Thought it had gone out for a corner. Right, we've got another highlight, though. Who's standing over this? It's Raymond. Is he going to have a go from here? He is. And goalkeeper saves it. Norquette follows up. And with half-time arriving, we've been the dominant force in that first half. 20 shots, 11 on target, hit our 50%. 4.10 on the XG. We've been really rampant, 60%. They've had 3 shots, just the 1 on target. That is looking really good. There is Vanarama National League, pretty much Vanarama National League going on. The only other ones not going on are Notts County and Eastleigh are also playing in the other competition. Notts County having a lead over Eastleigh at the moment. Occo Flex getting the score there. But we are interested in the National League. Because Chesterfield are playing. They're currently 0-0 with Scunthorpe at half time. And if that scoreline stays as it is, with a game in hand over them, and we were to win that game in the hand, we would have 13 points on them. And that really would, I think, pretty much get us there, because if after this game they have 5 games left, 15 points means they can only get 97. We would be on 95. We would literally be 1 game away from securing promotion. So that's how critical that is. Anyway, we'll not lose sight at the moment that we need to carry on our good form and so far in this game into the second half. And we have a corner early in this second half. Smith, and it's a headed corner. Williams. Harry Williams, his 5th goal of the season, told at half-time he just needed to buck his ideas up, and he has straight away in this first half. Literally in the first minute. Well, the second minute of the first half. Williams getting up and heads it into the back of the net. 3-0 after 47. And Ebbsfleet coming out. Kearney fires this one long. Nobody there. Williams tidies up. Launches one looking for Norkett. Norkett heads it down to Raymond. And it looked like we were going to get in there again. And they've made a change. Corner coming. Smith with the corner. Swings. It's an outswinger. Swinged out. Barnett gets there. But nobody there. All defending. McAllister. And we have a free kick on the edge of the area. Raymond pulled a save out of the goalkeeper last time. He's done it again this time. Solanke clears. Ball back to Kearney. 70 minutes nearly on the clock. Kearney's come out with this one. Tries to launch an attack, and he has. Newby, but he's been tackled by McAllister, who's had a good game today. Smith looking for Norkett. Norkett straight at the goalkeeper, and Kearney saved them really. Could be a cricket score. And with 75, nearly 76 minutes on the clock, we've made 3 changes. Reece Greenwich has come on for... Reece Greenwich has come off for Patrick Gamble. James Clark has come off for Jordan Ayana. And Bobby Camwa has come off for Alex Petterson in midfield. Otherwise, no changes. And very late highlight. 92 minutes nearly on the clock. Petterson to Raymond. Raymond comes forward looking for Smith. Smith holds the ball up. He's had a good game. Patterson in space. He's crossed the ball in looking for a funny angle but didn't do it. And with 92 on the clock, with only 3 minutes of injury time to play. In fact, we're going to continue the highlight. Long ball forward. But Malden is going to get there. Malden to Gamble. Something is going to happen here. Norkett not getting there. Solanke getting the better of him. McAllister. Smith. Patterson. Gamble. Looking for McAllister. Found him. Couldn't control. Oh, he did control it. It was gone out. And it is all over. It's a 3-0 win. So we take 3-0 lead in the first leg to our home leg, which is probably a little bit better than I thought. Bobby Camwa missing a penalty after 15 minutes would have made it 4-0. But 2 from Johnny Smith, who had an absolutely stonking game. As you'll see, he's got a 10. I don't doubt it. And Harry Williams getting the other one a couple of minutes into the second half from a corner, making sure that we secured a decent win. And as you'll see, as I said, Kearney really stopped that from being a cricket score, and he did as well. 9.7 from Jacob Kearney. Very good effort from him because the rest of the side didn't do a great deal. Jacob Kearney definitely kept them in the tie, so to speak. So we're all pleased with that. A little bit of bad news. At one point, it did look like Chesterfield had taken the lead against Scunthorpe, which means that my original thoughts of it only being one more game, possibly before we found ourselves promoted, might have gone to the wall. Tashminga being the goal scorer again. Of course, who else would it be? And he also missed a penalty, so it could have been 2-0. But we'll find out the exact score and what the table looks like very shortly. Well, here is the result from the other game as well. A 3-0 win for Notts County. So as it stands at the minute, it looks like we've got Notts County in the final, which previously when we played Notts County, we lost to them. But doesn't mean to say we're going to this time. Let's hope and pray that we can have a good time. Here are the results then from the National League, and Chesterfield did get that result in the end. Tashminga scoring after 66 minutes, a 1-0 win for him, a narrow win. So as you'll see, I'll leave you to have a quick look at your side there. The table as it stands, we do have a game in hand, so that 11 points could be restored if we were to win it. They only can pick up 15 points now. So still that 99 points is the target that we need to meet. We're not going to do it in the next couple of episodes unless Chesterfield have a bit of a stumble, which they don't appear to be about to do. It could all come down to that final game of the season. I don't think it will. So there we are. That stays at the top. We know Wilston have already been relegated, but Dagenham, Redbridge and Spennymoor both need to pull their socks up very, very quickly, because they're not there yet, but it's not going far away. 52 the target there for those two, and actually if you're 15 points on those, I make it 55 points, and you are safe. So Scunthorpe not quite safe yet, Ebbsfleet not quite safe, Barrow not quite safe, Oldham Athletic going a long way there but not quite there yet, so a couple of wins will see them through. Right, that's the first game of the episode. Second game of the episode coming up, it is against Eastleigh, who are currently 6th in the table. Last time we played them, we've only played them the once this series, it was a 1-1 draw. Admittedly, it was at their place. Let's see if we can beat them today. And this is the side that will face Eastleigh in this Vanarama National League, and it's a game in hand, so we need to win it, because Chesterfield have closed that gap to 8 points without winning the game in hand. So this is the team that will face Eastleigh. It's Malden in goal. McAllister continues on the left-hand side. Linton is back. He was suspended for the last match, but we've put him on the bench because advice coming from my support team is that he needs a little bit of a rest. Bearing in mind we've got Ebbsfleet coming up in the return leg. I think it's a good idea. Greenwich is in central defence alongside Gamble this time. Williams is rested again. He is on the bench. Bit of a rotation of the team. Clark continues out on the right. Mundell and Greaves in front of them. Greaves coming back in, and Camwar drops out of the thing. He didn't play a really good game last time, so we've dropped him out of the squad. Smith, Raymond and Moss, the attacking midfield that played the last game so well, they continue in behind Norket, who potentially will get a change at some point, I think, in this game, purely because it needs a bit of a rest, having played 2 flat games out. And the bench looks like this: Williams, Linton, Patterson, Bunn and Hardy. And this is how the two teams face off against one another. Eastleigh prefer a 4-4-2. Donker and Mitchell, the attackers, with a midfield and defensive line. McDonnell in goal. Suffice to say that Eastleigh have played, of course, Notts County in midweek as well, so they will be as tired as we are. So that doesn't mean that they've had a bit of a rest. We haven't. So that is good news. Let's have a look and see whether we can get past them. We need 3 points to keep up the pressure on Chesterfield at the top. And our first highlight after just 2 minutes, and Chambers Perillion has been sent off for Eastleigh. Now, he was, interestingly, he was actually on trial with us, and I'm not sure we let him go or just didn't do anything with him. It's recently, and I hadn't realised that he'd gone, so he must have just have been around about the transfer window, and he's obviously gone to Eastleigh, and he's got sent off. So they are down to 10 men after a little more than 3 minutes. Can we see the incident? Oh, it was a bad tackle off his feet, and tackling Norket, I think it was. We can rewind it 10 seconds. We can see the build up to that. So where is Chambers Perillion is there. Norket is here. Here's the ball. Oh, yeah. No hesitation for a red. And with just 2 minutes on the clock, he's off. Free kick ensues. Raymond, and goalkeeper's got it on the woodwork. Another free kick. McAllister looking for Smith. Smith crosses it in. Norket straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Corner now. Smith. Highlights coming thick and fast. It's a goal. It's Patrick Gamble getting his 3rd of the season from the corner, near post, ping, and 8 minutes on the clock, and we're 1 up. Goalkeeper grasping thin air. Throw in for Eastleigh on this near side. Greaves wins the ball. Back to Malden. Greenwich. Gamble back to Greenwich. Greenwich launches one, looking for Norket. Norket never seems to win those balls particularly well. Raymond tidying up in midfield. McAllister comes forward. Playing very well on that left side. Might be giving Linton a little bit of a worry. That ball launched forward. Smith has picked up a yellow card, I notice. Smith chips the goalkeeper, and it's all not gone in. Chipped the goalkeeper. It was very gentle. Come back off the post. The goalkeeper picked it up. And Eastleigh come out of defence. Greenwich heading it down to Greaves. Moss forward for Raymond. Raymond just blasts it anywhere. And we have a free kick. Raymond standing over the free kick. Nice and central. Goalkeeper saves it. It's been cleared. Our player trying to hold the ball up. Throw in on that far side. McAllister to Raymond. Raymond into the box. Looking for Norket. Norket again straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Throw in McAllister to Greaves. Back to McAllister. Into the area looking for Moss. And Moss just stood there and boop into the back of the net. Good header in injury time, and gives us a 2-0 lead at half time. McAllister, the supplier. Moss just got away from his defender very slightly, and half time is here. It's a comprehensive first half again. 19 shots, 11 on target, 2.41 at 64% of the possession. I mean, Eastleigh have had one shot and it's not been on target. 0.05 on the XG, 36% possession. Definitely in control of this match, and 3 points in the bag keeps that 11 points at the top of the table as it stands. Let's hope we can continue that form in the second half and possibly be able to rest a couple of players as well. First half highlight of the second half. They've made one change at half time. Can't remember who the changes are, but Gamble tidying up in defence here. Greaves, Clark launches it forward, looking for Raymond. They're looking a bit more promising this half. More of a highlight than they've had so far. Chipped it in, and O'Donker gets one back for Eastleigh. And it gives us a little bit of a worry. Played so well up until now. We don't want to go off the ball, bearing in mind they're down to 10 as well. And O'Donker, the scorer. McAllister with a throw in to Mundle. Back to McAllister. McAllister, Mundle. Mundle crosses it deep. Clark straight into the arms of McDonnell. Done that too often, and they launch a long one. Gamble brings it down. Clark goes out wide for Moss. Moss comes inside, but his tackle gives the ball away, and they're on the attack again. Gonna have to be careful. This second half, they've been certainly a lot better. Bearing in mind they're down to 10 men. Gamble gets that though. Clark, Greaves looking for Norket. Still not finding him. Mundle wins the ball though. Smith, Mundle, Smith. Smith finds Perry Moss. Perry Moss looking to get his assists up. Norket. And Perry Moss has just beaten the assist record, I think. And we go 3-1 up. 2-goal cushion again. Moss needed one. He was on equal for the record for assists in a season. Oh, that's caught a deflection. But Norket gets the goal. And with 71 minutes on the clock, we've made 3 changes. And those 3 changes, James Clark has come off. Jai Linton has come on. He's gone on to the left side. McAllister changed over to the right side of defence. Again, he has played very, very well in that left-sided. So, very good. Bearing in mind that's not his favourite position. Romain Mundell, he's come off. A Pattison comes on for him. He's tired. And a Manny Norquette, we've rested him for, give him a 20-minute rest. Joe Hardy comes on to try and shore up his season and make a name for himself. Let's see if he can get a couple of goals. 3-1 then as we make these changes. Throw in Pattison. Back into the area looking for Hardy. Didn't find him. Gamble fires one long, but McDonald is there to tidy up. McDonald will launch a very long kick. But, Gamble there to tidy up. Finds Perry Moss. McAllister. He's been tackled, given the ball away. But poor ball through Greenwich, and it was given away, but it's only gone far as Malden. Greenwich. Need to be careful, boys. McAllister launches a long one, looking for Hardy. Didn't find him. Smith, though, will tidy up. Smith. Pattison. Back to Pattison via a defender. Pattison with a shot from distance, just a little bit over. McDonald. A bit of a funny kick. Not quite what we was expecting. Gamble. Nice control. Looking for Hardy here. Hardy heads it on, looking for Smith. Didn't find him. Linton. Pattison. Again, looking for Hardy. Didn't find him. Raymond, though, is won the ball. Raymond has a shot from distance. Poor in comparison. Would have been better crossing it. Looking for one of the other players. And Eastleigh come forward again. They've been dominant in this half. And why are you letting him run at it? Oh, it's come back off the woodwork. Bit of luck there. Linton. Forward looking for Hardy. That's gone forward. Raymond's not going to get there. He's got enough legs now. Long ball forward. Greenwich heads it down. Hardy tidies up. Pattison. Raymond. Linton on the overlap. Linton. He's got fresh legs, but it was a poor pass in the end. And they will get to attack again. James. He's fresh legs. Need to cover this. Careful. And Pattison just bided his time. Smith. Good control from Smith, who's again had an excellent game out there. Greaves through to Smith. And he's beaten the goalkeeper through his legs. A nutmeg to make it 4-1. And Smith gets his third of the season. Good individual play. And probably no more than he deserved. That ball through. Smith run onto it. I'm not sure if it went through his legs or what, but he definitely beat the goalkeeper. And McDonald wasn't for beating, really. Reeves, Pattison, Hardy. 3 minutes of injury time we're about to go into. Linton comes forward. Finds Smith. Back out to Linton. Linton tries to get the cross in first time. Missed it. Smith! Oh, and he scored. Jaden Redmond, I think that was. I'm not quite sure. I need to see that again. 5-1. Second goal in 2 minutes. Smith to Linton. It looked like Smith had got this. First attempt. Second attempt. Oh, yeah. He crossed it in, basically, and Raymond just stabbed it in the back of the net. 5-1. It's all over, and it's a comprehensive win again. 34 shots, 22 of them on target. How we haven't scored more goals. XG of 4.34. It's 65% possession. They had 7 shots, 3 on target. Bearing in mind they didn't have much in the first half. They really did come on, but that man, Joe McDonald, in goal, that's 2 games in a row. Their goalkeeper has saved them from being absolutely blown into the distance. And very good form again, I have to say. Johnny Smith having a second game in the row. Played fantastically last time, got a 10. He's got a 9.8 this time. 2 goals. He's had an absolutely fantastic stonking game, along with a number of other players as well. So another comprehensive game. Another win, 3 points on the board, puts us back into that 11-point lead at the top of the table. We'll have a look at the table in just a moment. And this is how the table looks after these 3 games have been played. Notts County, a 2-0 win against Oldham Athletic. They're coming with a run at the end of the season here. Ebbsfleet beating Bromley by 1-0. And we beat Eastleigh 5-1. Should have been far superior. But Chambers Perillian getting sent off after 2 minutes, so they were down to 10. Pretty much played them for the whole match on 10. But it wasn't until the latter stages, obviously, as they started to tire, we started to come into our own. 71 minutes Norket, Smith after 89, and Jaden Raymond a minute into injury time really made it look a lot better than possibly it could have been, especially when Donker got that one back to make it 2-1 after 58 minutes. So 11-point lead at the top of the table restored. As I said, 15 points available, still that target of 99 points in the next episode. If we can win that game, depending on what Chesterfield do, we potentially could come out the next episode just 1 point needed in order to progress to the Football League. Oh, what a thing that would be. And it'd be interesting then to see what the ball do about me and a contract to stay here for a bit longer. I really want to stay because I think we're doing it exceedingly well, and whether we can go straight through the League Two as well, I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, we're going to be right back for the next episode. It's going to be against Ebbsfleet for the second leg of the FA Trophy. 3-0 up after the first leg. We've got to fancy our chances for a final. In fact, let's find out when that final is. A final potentially against Notts County at the moment. The final will be played. Oh, will it be drawn? It can't be drawn on the 15th of the 4th. Right, it's not going to tell me that. What we need to do is go into the schedule. And if we go here, the final is on the 26th of May. 26th of May, remember that? Go backwards. 26th of May. It is truly at the end of the season, so we've got a little bit of a 3-week gap between the final game and that one, so that could be a bit tricky. We'll have to see how we go. But anyway, coming back for Ebbsfleet, the second leg, and then a game against Altrincham, who are currently lying in 18th place. Not saying anything. Halifax Town then coming up. They're in 9th. Gateshead in 10th. Aldershot in 11th. So 9th, 10th. It's interesting, isn't it? And 11th. And then finishing up with Chesterfield, who are right behind us, of course, 11 points behind. I say right behind us. 11 points behind us at the minute. But as I said, realistically, I'm thinking 2 more wins and we are there. 2 more wins and we will win the title. So if we can make that win against Altrincham, I think we're going to come back then straight away for Halifax and Gateshead, because it will be the final 2 games of the season, albeit they're both away. It may be that we actually confirm ourselves at Aldershot. We want to do it before we get to Chesterfield, whatever happens. So we'll see how that progresses. Right, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend and new series as they are released. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideToo. New episodes of To Be a Legend released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 28. It's the second leg of the FA Trophy and another Vanarama National League and another step possibly towards the Football League. Join me then. Until then, it's a very goodbye.